Hey guys. Okay, so don't mind the way I look. I'm really tired. I just wanted to leave a video because I haven't this week, which is very atypical Anna. But anywho, let me think. Okay, so last week we had a cabaret, which was a ton of fun, and I'm gonna try and upload the video again at some point today, because I tried uploading it and then I Skyped with my parents and so I had to cancel it because it was like making Skype all weird. So I'm gonna try and do that because it was a really good recording, because I had a friend record it and he zoomed in really close so you can really see a lot of my crazy faces. So yeah, that was a ton of fun, and that was actually the first off-campus cabaret that they'd ever done. So I did my storytelling piece, which I always love bringing back because it just reminds me of how much fun I had with it last year, and it's just cool that, you know, I can still remember it and that it's sort of classic now. So I like having that sort of in my rep, and at some point I'd like to take another storytelling piece and just have it, just because I miss forensics so much. Because it's crazy, you think, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, forensics is over, it's not going to come back to me, but then that, you know, doing it at the cabaret, and then my mom actually went and saw Little Women at U of M, so shout out to U of M for putting on a really good production of that. My mom said it was amazing, and she said she met the guy who directed it was, you know, a former student at U of M, and he actually took first place in duo when he was a senior. So I was like, you know, what a small world that, you know, something like that can affect, you know, the way you direct, or even just affect who you are, you know, as a performer. So yay, forensics. So yeah, basically this week has just been sort of winding everything down. I had technically my first, well, second final, but we'll call it the first final, yesterday, yesterday was Friday. I'm just letting you know. And it was my history final. And, excuse me, it was interesting. There were definitely a lot of questions that I had never seen before, and it was a lot of inferring and going, okay, I think this is it, and then at times it was looking at the Scantron and going, well, B would, you know, help the flow of the Scantron, because I haven't put B down for a little while, so it was like, B looks good, so then you'd look at the B answer in the packet and you'd go, yeah, that looks good. And so Sarah Cataldo came out, Gabby came out, we were all sort of like, that was weird, because, I mean, he gave us a, 6-page packet from chapters 1 to 18, because it was a cumulative test, and it was just interesting. So that is over, which is weird, so I don't have history anymore. And I already had my Principles of Dramatic Analysis one, which I feel went well. And then Monday I have my piano, which is piano and stage auditions. So piano is basically playing some scales and doing some theory. And then we have to do some sight reading, which I'm totally prepared for, thanks to Mr. Cleveland. So, you think, you know, you're going, oh my gosh, it's such tedious work when you're, you know, in high school, but then, you know, I got here and there's some kids that are going, I've never sung solfege before, I've never done it, and I'm like, okay, well, I have, so that's good, you know, so that helps with the final. So, and I'm sure there's, you know, a couple people watching this that understand what I mean. But yeah, so then I have that, and then I have stage auditions, which is basically just singing 2 songs that are either concept or contemporary, and concept is like Hair, the musical Hair, and then even Sweeney Todd, or I'm singing a song from Evening Primrose, which is also Sondheim. So a lot of Sondheim is concept, where it's, the plot is there, but it's mostly about, you know, one thing, and it's expanded a little, and then contemporary is obviously 1985, post-1985, so like Les Mis, and Beauty and the Beast, and Little Mermaid, which, of course, I sang, because how can you not sing Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast if it presents itself? So, I don't know what I'm singing yet, but I've got, you know, 4 or 5 songs to pick from. So there's that, and then Tuesday is my last day. So excited. That was my little freak out. I have my juries, which I have to sing I pick a song that I'm singing, so I'm singing O Had Jubal's Lyre because it's classical, and my voice teacher, Dr. Benson, she said, oh, they'll really like that. Dr. Benson is a very sweet Southern lady, so I have to use her accent, of course. And then she said, and then they'll find one that they want you to sing. They're probably going to want you to sing that really high stuff. So I have My Lord and Master from King and I, so I may end up singing that. So we shall see. So I have that, and then my last final is Acting 1, which I don't want it to end because I love my Acting 1 class. So that's kind of bittersweet, but then Wednesday I get to come home. So I'm really excited about that. So Wednesday I have a flight at about 9, and I'm actually flying with Sarah to LaGuardia because there's no direct flights now from Myrtle Beach to Detroit. Considering that Myrtle Beach is like this big, it's one terminal with 7 gates. So it's actually quite nice when it comes to security, the fact that you can get through security in like 5 minutes. So it's super fast, but then that's the only downfall is that I have to do all connecting flights. So I'm landing in LaGuardia, but I get to fly with Sarah and I get to sit next to her, so that's good that I'm going to know someone my first flight back. And then I go from LaGuardia to Detroit, and I'll be home at like 3:30. I'm so excited to be home. So I'm so excited. So I'm just trying to get through these next couple days, which has been I think the longest week of my life. The longest week of my life. So I'm just really excited. So now what I'm going to do is Rain's coming over and we're watching Disney movies while doing our 6 steps for acting and then drinking hot chocolate. So we have that, and then later tonight we have we're doing Secret Santa, which we asked some people if they wanted to do, so we're doing that, and so I'm really excited about that. And so it's just going to be, theater kids hanging out, which is always fun. So yeah, so things are winding down. I need to get packed. But at least I don't have much to pack, considering that the weather here is still, different from back home. So, yeah, I don't think there's much else to talk about. Oh, I get to go to the choir concert on Wednesday. I'm really excited about that. So I guess my shout out will be to Walled Lake Western Choirs, who I am so excited to hear. I'm so excited to get to sing with them. So that was like my main goal, was to get home and get to the choir concert, because the holiday choir concert has been my favorite since 5th grade. Because I remember I watched, who did I watch? I don't even remember who I watched, but my mom and I were like leaving the high school or something, or we came in and we ended up watching the concert, and I don't even remember what it was for, but I just remember I've been, hooked ever since. I was like, I love the holiday choir concert. So yeah, so thanks for the few who are watching, and next week I will be home! So I'll do like holiday updates, since I'll be home for like 3 weeks. Saying all this stuff is so beautiful. It's just, Happy Anna. Okay, I'm done. This is it. It's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys.